I had spent my life learning how to influence behavior, but had no idea that the most important influence I needed was actually based in sacred feminine consciousness. I spent years helping people change their behaviors, and that seemed like a worthy answer to all the problems I saw in the world. Initially, I taught children and later adults how to make better decisions for their lives. My very first career was a special education teacher. I loved my work and I loved my kids. I was very happy knowing that the education and influence I offered could make a profound difference in the lives of the children and their families. Because their success meant so much to me, I quickly realized that giving them what they needed to become fulfilled required more than knowing how to inspire and influence them. I also needed to accept them as they were. Throughout my life, this basic lesson has shown up repeatedly. We most easily change and grow when we are first accepted and loved as we are. It makes sense, doesn't it? It's a lot easier to consider making changes we want to make or that someone else suggests if first we are accepted and loved as we are. What I discovered next was equally important. Getting me to the next insight about acceptance, I was gifted an ancient native ceremonial bowl. I estimate it is somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 years old. With that bowl came ceremonies, meditations, songs, and journeys that women created lifetime after lifetime as part of their discoveries in the sacred feminine. As they would put it, to shed the limited body to become the limitless self. And the ancestors of this tradition on the other side of the veil began teaching me through my dreams, visions, and meditations. At the basis of those teachings, they showed me how important it is for all of us, women and men, to accept ourselves and what true acceptance is really all about. To help me understand, through my own experiences, they taught me the practice of holding. This is a practice where you begin by learning how to love yourself as you are, especially the aspects of you that you don't already like or love. As you master self-love, you then open your heart in service to other people, holding them in love in their suchness, without ever interfering in another person's karma or process. The same can be done for animals, the planet, organizations, and any living being that allows themselves to be held by you. There is a magic in this kind of love when holding is applied properly. The key lies in not fixing anything, and in a minute I'm going to explain why this works so effectively. In all accepting love, without attempting to fix anything, our difficult emotions and doubts dissolve, and our happier emotions and our ability to trust expands. Thousands of people, men and women, have now become acquainted with this concept of holding. And what we have discovered is that when we are held in all accepting love, we are trusting that we were perfectly made. As we enter into that state of love and remember that we are love, we tend to make better decisions for ourselves and everyone affected by our decisions. We take into this sacred space problems, concerns, fears, regrets, resentments, doubts, and emotional and physical pain so that they can die gentle, natural deaths. Again, we do not try to change these feelings or make anything better. We accept them as they are in love as part of our journey as human beings. And here is the intriguing part. As the fear is accepted in love, the fear dissolves. We tend to think that if we love our fear, it will make the fear stronger, but that is not what happens. In love, fear dissolves. Let's think about this for a moment. Let's say you have a strange dream or spiritual experience that makes you afraid. You can't prove to anyone what happened, but your experience and fear is real. If you share this experience with someone in the hope that you can heal through what you are sharing, what do you want from that person? You want the person listening to believe you, don't you? You feel safe when someone believes you, and that helps you let go of the fear so you can get clarity about what you need to do to take care of yourself. Once the fear is gone, we easily see what we need to do next. we see and feel the change in perception that allows us to live more freely. Imagine with me a world where whenever a difficult emotion arose, we held that feeling in love until the feeling released and ultimately dissolved. Imagine a world where every human being was held in profound love whenever they were feeling pain, stress, or fear. What would it feel like to live without fear or doubt, anxiety, sorrow, anger, any of the emotional states that are difficult for us? A very dear friend and colleague of mine had been suffering from chronic genetic depression for 15 years. She decided to do this practice of holding in acceptance and held her depression. She held every day for 3 months, and during a meditation, she watched her depression leave her soul. 3 years later, she told me the depression had never returned. I've had the same experience. The first time it happened, I had been holding an emotional issue I'd had for most of my life. One day, I came out of my holding meditation and I knew it was gone. I was so excited, I called my friend to tell her. She asked me what issue was completed, and it was so far gone from my consciousness, I couldn't remember. I still don't remember. This is the power of sacred feminine compassion, our ability to hold our problems until they release fully and completely. You can also hold your dreams and visions until they effortlessly become your reality. You do exactly the same thing. You take something you desire into holding it in love and acceptance every day, making sure you can feel the quality that your desire will bring into your life. A client of mine did this for her husband. She was in the midst of healing and not working a job or business. Her husband was feeling stressed because his job was not satisfying for him. She would have liked to say, "Don't worry, honey, I'll get a job and you can rest for a while," but her body wasn't ready for her to do that. I asked her if her husband would describe the qualities he would ideally like to experience in his work, and she said yes, he'd already done that, and she told me what he wanted. I asked her if he would allow her to hold that for him during the next week. She asked him, and he agreed to let her hold his dream and desire. By the end of the week, 3 new job opportunities had opened up for him, all of them better options than his current job. When you hold a dream or desire, any limiting beliefs related to that desire will also come up. If you lovingly hold the limitations when they arise, they dissolve. You do this with each fear or concern that comes up until all that remains is your dream, nurtured in love. That dream now has the power to attract exactly what it needs to manifest because you no longer are carrying any doubts. So, what is it about this holding and acceptance? Why does it work so well? Holding is the nature of feminine or yin energy. 32,000 years ago, the Chinese described it perfectly. It is like a woman's womb, capable of holding and nurturing life so that life can become what it was divinely intended to be. When you hold, consider allowing yourself to be held in the arms of the divine feminine. And then allow yourself to experience what it is to be held in the womb of limitless space and potential. That is the womb of the sacred feminine. It is the dark primordial womb from which all life emerges. So think space, think coolness, stillness, a gentle ebb and flow, nurturing and accepting you as you are. In the vast consciousness of space or the primordial womb, all life and all potential for life is held in love. And so we do the same. When we choose to hold, we hold everything and every emotion in love. This ancient wisdom has been buried deeply in our subconscious minds and has not been as highly valued in our age of achievement, and yet it is this soothing, compassionate energy that brings balance to our lives. This awareness is coming to life in every sector of humanity because we need to know that we are loved for who we are as well as for what we accomplish. That's what the children I taught needed to know. That's what I needed to know when I was sick and unable to contribute very much to life. All of us have value simply because we exist, because we are from divine consciousness. Holding is the essence of sacred feminine consciousness, and it is the energy we need right now to restore peace, tranquility, and happiness in our lives personally and planetarily. For many of us, the first time we held consciously, we immediately felt like we went home to a place where we belonged. It is a sweet and freeing energy, and it is a muscle that needs to be developed. It takes practice to develop your capacity to be limitless love. In the spirit of practice, if you have a dream that you would like to hold, I'd be happy to take you into the holding meditation right now. Please sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor and your hands in an open position. Close your eyes and breathe into the space that you are. Become aware of the space between your breaths. And the space between your thoughts. We are more space than physical vibration. Become aware of that space. Allow yourself to remember a moment when you felt love, any kind of love, kindness, peace, gentleness, romance, happiness, delight, any form of love. Notice how that love fills you completely. Allow that awareness of love and space to anchor in your womb or your energetic womb. And feel it expand. Your womb or energetic womb is connected to the primordial womb of all life. That beautiful, cool, dark, still womb. That beautiful ebb and flow moving through space. Ever so gently, quietly. Holding all of life's potential. And holding you in your suchness as you are in all accepting love. Allow yourself to see, sense, hear, know, feel yourself in this womb in whatever way allows you to relax, to rest, to truly receive that love. To sink into that feeling of being accepted simply because you exist. Because you came from the heart and mind of the divine. A divine treasure. Created for a specific experience of divine exploration. And because you were made for this specific exploration, you come with certain talents, qualities, tendencies, and limitations. All of it perfectly constructed, dreamed, imagined, for you to be exactly who you are. your essence, purely divine, purely love. As you hold yourself and are held in this all-accepting love, you might notice that those limitations become very apparent. The doubts, the fears, the concerns, the emotions. Hold them with the same regard and love with which you are held. These seeming limitations provide you with divine revelation, insights. So hold each one with deep respect and love and kindness. Hold with more love than you have ever felt before. Notice the doubt or fear or emotion as it begins to shift in the presence of love. Today's holding might be enough. It might take several days of holding for it to fully release. It has already begun its journey inside of you. The unwinding and unraveling of that perceived limit. Unwinding and unraveling in your precious love. It might be helpful to think of that limitation as a small puppy or kitten or child that is wounded, hurt, feeling constrained. And hold that little being with all your heart, trusting in the divine journey and divine exploration, knowing that your love is enough to help them feel release. As the limitation releases, allow yourself to go deeper into the silence. There in the silence, in the darkness, emerges the light of your being. This I am of your beautiful expression of life, perhaps accompanied by a sound and a feeling. Perhaps in your field there are symbols, numbers, thoughts, words. Allow these awarenesses to arise in this beautiful raw expression of light and love, happiness, maybe bliss, joy. This light of self-awareness, this sacred masculine essence of who you are, life expressing itself within the womb, the container of the sacred feminine. in this timeless dance. The light and the dark weave through each other, creating new life. Allow this I am to emerge, this I am of who you are. Perhaps you would like to bring some physical form of this I am into your life, to your altar, to your desk, to some sacred place in your home, to your nightstand, some place where you can remember this most sacred nature of your being, to help guide you and bring you clarity in your choices, and especially to guide you in the manifestation of your most precious dream. As you hold this dream, let the light, the sound, the symbols, whatever is coming to you, nurture this dream into its fulfillment. And allow the dream to attract to you what it needs for its fulfillment. Feel its pulse, its energy, its magnetic energy. As you are held in the loving arms of the feminine. With this awareness, we're going to bring ourselves back to physical reality so you can begin manifesting your dream with this beautiful, beautiful energy supporting you. 3 breaths now. We're going to blow ourselves back into our bodies. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Notice the air around you. Notice its temperature, its texture, any sounds, any scent in the air. Let the air help bring you back. Next breath coming in a little more deeply into your body. Big inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Feel your body. Notice it as in its reality sitting or notice your physical body and where it is sitting. Notice physical reality and feel your body against the chair or the ground or wherever you are sitting. Next breath, big inhale. Coming all the way in now, exhale through your mouth. Blowing yourself into the awareness of your body. Feel your physical body, your legs, your hands, your feet. Rub your legs if you need to, or your arms. Stretch your neck, your hands, your feet. Make sure you can feel your body, very important. When you feel your body, then very gently open your eyes. I highly recommend bringing a symbol into your physical reality to help you remember this magnetic pulse that you felt, this magnetic attractive energy for your dream. If you would like to have an audio recording of a guided meditation for the holding, you can get it for free at sacredfemininawakening.com. I hope you enjoy the gentle, sweet releases you experience with the holding and the beautiful awakening of your dreams and your soul that occurs as you get to know yourself in the arms of the feminine, the arms of all accepting love.